Greetings, Phandom Knights, and welcome to our news episode where we break down what's poppin' in pop culture.
I could not laugh.
Too energetic for you that time?
Yeah, it's just weird. Do a little stop.
I'm Sherman.
What's poppin'?
I'm Chris.
And I'm George. I'm Dustin.
So what do we got for news, guys?
Once again, it's been kind of a slow week in pop culture.
Yep.
Rest in peace to the late Larry King.
Oh,
yeah!
That literally happened like the minute we stopped recording last week.
I know.
Sorry, I'm laughing. But
No,
I'm laughing at the circumstances.
Yeah, because as soon as I got my car, I got the update for Fox News or whatever. It was like, Larry King, long time
Oh, you were
legend.
sitting here. We stopped recording, and you're like, "Whoa, Larry King just died."
Oh, it wasn't here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, "What the heck?"
Something else happened when I went in my car then. Whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't as big as Larry King.
That's not really a pop culture thing, but still.
It's not a pop culture thing. The greatest interviewer who interviews anyone pop culture.
I guess.
Somebody else died this week, and I can't remember who it was. I feel really bad.
There was some actress who was on the Mary Tyler Moore show. What was her name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Sorry.
No namer.
This is just a minor one, but there's a Tomb Raider sequel coming out. Did you guys know that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the director is...
Cloris Leachman died.
Yeah, that person.
Yeah, she was from the Mary Tyler Moore show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomb Raider sequel coming out. That's kind of exciting. I still haven't seen the newest Tomb Raider, and I'm kind of bummed about that because it's kind of based off of the newer video game franchise, and that video game was awesome.
Never got into them.
No, I never got into the other ones, but the newest one, this one right here, this awesome version of Tomb Raider.
Huh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because didn't they do like 2 of these?
I think so.
They're doing like a new one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So, just a little minor thing that making a sequel. It's cool. Sherman?
Start with a rumor, not rumor. I know you said this is not going to happen.
Rumor, not rumor.
Hashtag rumor, not rumor.
This has been a rumor that's been in development since everyone started hating on The Last Jedi back in 20.
But
yeah,
they've actually come out with saying that there is unused footage. There's unused footage of.
Tell us the rumor.
Yeah. So they're gonna retcon some of the sequel trilogy for Star Wars into 3 seasons instead of 3 movies. So they're gonna I know it's gonna be kind of weird doing it that way, but
who is we? Or they?
Disney.
Disney? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I guess. But
they have unused footage with Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher that they're gonna use to retcon parts of.
We all see how the unused footage worked out last time.
Yeah, man, they don't have that much unused footage.
I don't think they're gonna have that much.
That's why I say rumor, not rumor.
I appreciate the rumor, not rumor, but
yeah.
I honestly...
I mean, that's from people who just legit hate Star Wars now for their own...
Yeah, they're just
retard reasons.
People are just freaking out about Star Wars.
Yeah.
And we just gotta get rid of it. We gotta go do the whole multiverse thing like everyone else is doing it.
No, okay, Star Wars do not need to do that.
Just leave it alone. It's done. There's plenty of other stories in that universe to make.
We're focused on the High Republic now, which is 200 years before all you guys got all mad. So, let's focus on this time.
Speaking of which, these aren't really news stories, but I've seen so many videos and news updates about the High Republic and how a lot of fans are not liking it. Where do you stand on all that?
I love it.
You're loving every
people
second of it?
People are very judgmental.
They're very judgmental. And
if it doesn't go to your needs and your likes and wants, you think it's trash. Well, and you guys suck.
Well, that's because we're in a day and age where cancel culture rules the media or pop culture.
I've just seen a lot of people commenting.
And all those people who feed into that are just morons. All of you. All of you.
Hate comments.
No. Just telling the truth. That's very brutal.
No, I'm saying we're gonna get hate comments. I'm assuming.
Feed it to me, Dustin Parsons.
Oh my gosh.
I'm picturing an Iron Man 3 situation here where Dustin's gonna go this is my address. If the Mandarin wants me, here I am.
Just say your address, Dustin. What's your address?
My address is
no.
2332.
Oh gosh. Our old address.
Yeah.
Just dox some random person.
Hey, they sold a house. I don't know who's moving there now.
That would be so bad.
Oh man.
Where
were we?
High Republic and hate.
Oh,
There's just been a lot of people hating on it, and the most recent one I saw was people like, "Can you believe what they're doing to Yoda? They're making him responsible for the fall of the Jedi." And I'm like, well, yeah.
No.
That's what this video is like. Them implying that, or they're saying that the High Republic storyline is implying that Yoda's the one who made the Jedi what they are today, implying that he's the one that caused the.
Have they read the content?
It's just a crazy theory, but I'm just saying
there's no bit of content.
I'm just saying that's the most recent thing I saw, but there's just a lot of people hating on it, and I haven't really read that.
Do you want to know what Yoda's up to? He's like a traveler, like explorer frontier who's like also brings students with to like teach.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, Fault of the Jedi. Yeah, he eventually is pretty much essentially the Fault of the Jedi.
Right.
But during this time period, I mean, yeah, at the end of this, it's going to show the downfall. At the end of this time period, it's going to show the downfall.
They're like, they got to ruin everyone. They even got to ruin Yoda. And I'm like, okay, you guys are taking this out of context.
Hold on, is Yoda the opposite of like typical college, where instead of like, I'm going to study abroad, where Yoda's like, I'm going to teach abroad, and just be like, all right, here you go.
He's just always been a teacher.
He says that like the Force has called a different path for me right now, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah. Back to news. What else you got, Dustin?
I'm all riled up.
Sorry.
I like it. I want to see more of this.
I know.
Me and you love this movie, but there's a Cloverfield sequel in the
Woo!
works.
I saw that.
That's cool. I did not see that.
I'm ready for the shaky camera, and I'm ready
Cloverfield
for more monsters.
is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while, but man,
I want to watch it.
Awesome. Actually, now that you're talking about it, I want to watch it again.
I never watched 10 Cloverfield Lane.
That's in the same universe.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, and I didn't.
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I watched the trailer for it, but
yeah, that's a really good movie. The ending, like how it puts it in the same universe, you're like, whoa, because everything. I don't know. It's just a really good movie, and the craziness that they build up in the movie, in movies like that, like sometimes never happens, and so you're just like, oh, okay, he's a random person in a bunker. But I don't know, it's just really good.
You know what trend we should really start getting on? This whole MonsterVerse thing, like Kong versus Godzilla.
Dude,
like there's only been like a couple of movies that are newer that are in this MonsterVerse thing.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a cool trend to maybe get on.
Because I'm reviewing those movies and stuff.
And Kong vs. Godzilla, that's so cool.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
Did you guys watch the trailer for it?
Yeah. Have we watched the trailer? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Simpleton.
No, it looks good.
It looks very good.
Mm-hmm.
I saw people like going nuts about how much like Kong grew since like Kong Skull Island.
Oh yeah,
because they're technically in the same
Kong
same
Skull
universe.
Island. This is him in the new movie.
Yeah, it's like he grew like 10 times.
He was like an adolescent or whatever in Kong Skull Island.
He was just a teenager.
Yeah,
was he?
So, yeah.
Oh.
Well, in his species or whatever, they even say he's an adolescent.
Oh, sure.
In Skull
I thought you were going with the joke, and then you didn't start smiling.
No,
so I was
I'm serious. Right
yeah, dude, the joke's good. And you're like, no, dude, I'm serious.
100%.
All right, so it wasn't a joke.
Yeah. Cool. So Cloverfield, I'm excited about that.
Yes, I am.
Is that going to be in the MonsterVerse? No.
I don't think so. I think this is separate.
Yeah.
Universe. I think you're just talking like monster movies in general, or what?
No, like for the monster movies, like the Kong movies, Kong Skull Island, and like Godzilla versus the Ghidorah and the Mothra and all that stuff.
Gojira.
I still haven't seen Godzilla King of Monsters.
I want to see that.
I know. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Let's go through all those movies. Let's do it. I'd be down.
After WandaVision and after Avatar, after Winter Soldier, Falcon.
Yeah.
6 months down later.
My story is, I don't know, the main thing that I got into this week was the whole GameStop stock market thing. Mm-hmm. But out of that, I honestly think this whole GameStop thing is going to save the movie industry. Because there's a couple stocks that are involved with this whole GameStop thing. So, I don't know. Are you familiar with what happened with GameStop?
I've seen a little bit about it. Like,
yeah. So
personally, it doesn't affect me or like my.
and it's not that big of a deal. And GameStop isn't. I guess it's kind of fandom stuff, and stock market's not at all. But because of all the stuff and the price of GameStop stock shooting up so much, one of the other stocks that Redditors and people are investing in to just screw the hedge fund managers and stuff is AMC. and other
like movie theaters,
AMC movie theaters. So AMC stock went from, I think I bought it in October of last year at like $2.50 or something like that, and now it's at like $13 per stock. So it's like quadrupled or more, or 5 times the price just in the last couple days.
I think that's times 6, but okay.
Yeah.
Is there apps that you can buy stock on?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You should show me the apps.
Well,
I'd love to waste some money.
well, now, so the crazy thing,
but maybe hit it.
The crazy thing with the GameStop thing. Speaking of cancel culture and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, GameStop stock went from, I think, I don't remember what it started
at. $2.
It was like $2 or something really low, and it jumped up to about $400. Like it, I did the math on it, and I have $200 in the stock market just to like play around with and like whatever, and so you can get on the investor calls. I just like doing that. But so
put it into Disney, man. We want to get like firsthand like look at like
Disney hasn't been that. Yeah. Anyways.
No, but I'm saying like for like the investor meetings, like I want to see
you can watch those free though.
You can watch those. They broadcast those, but so I did the math on it with my $200 that if I would have put it into GameStop stock originally, when I first started putting money in, even though it's only $200 in October to what it is now, I would have made almost $9,000. It's like $8,690 something. So like,
jeez,
I would have made $8,500 or $9,000 just from the increase, just off of $200. Like that's how much it's gone up. But
that's implying that you sell it.
That's implying that I sold it right now. Yeah, but the sold it. Yeah, the crazy thing is there's all these random general public people investing in GameStop and more specifically in movie theaters. So the news story that I have is AMC raises $917 million to weather the dark coronavirus impacted winter. So because of all this GameStop stuff, AMC theaters, just AMC, not like I have some stock in like Marcus and other things like that with our local theaters, but AMC theaters raised $917 million. And Marcus stock went from like $4 up to like, I don't know, what was it? No, it went from like $6 up to $12 or something like that. So it like doubled. So people are doing the same thing even with Marcus theater stock, which is our local theaters. So I honestly think that this whole GameStop thing is helping theaters be able to weather the storm so then we can get back to the theaters and see some of these movies and stuff. And hopefully these theaters won't shut down now. So I thought it was interesting. I could go into the whole like how they're making money and how they're screwing over the hedge fund managers and all that stuff, but
which is a good thing.
Well, the interesting thing is though is
screw the billionaires.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a lot to that story, but it's cool that it's helping theaters. So I'm glad for that. Yeah,
I'm glad the billionaires lost money.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I'm most excited for. About
I think a lot of people are excited for that.
I
just wish I got in on the game.
I saw on Twitter, Ted Cruz and AOC both were like supportive of this, and I'm like, whoa! Like the far right and the far left are
Shark Tank guys.
Yeah, Mark
fully
Cuban.
Supportive.
Yeah, everyone is just like, yeah, do this. This is so great. I don't know. I just love how
the free market.
The thing that is unifying the world right now is GameStop.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
I always knew you would do it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's all I got for that news story. I just thought it was cool. Theaters are back. Well, surviving, anyways.
Right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
You got anything else, Dustin?
Nothing worth noting.
Okay.
So Magic the Gathering. I know you guys don't really play or anything.
Nerd out on me.
No. So broke records this week. So
stocks?
No, not on stocks. So cards themselves, like trading cards is like a collector's dream. Is certain cards go for like a ton of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the market value for a alpha edition, so very first printing for a Black Lotus card, which is like the most expensive card you can possibly get.
Okay.
Market price for an original Black Lotus is $80,000 currently for a single piece of cardboard.
Wow.
Little piece of cardboard, right?
80,000. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So you guys ever watch videos of like people send in their cards to get like graded?
No, but I've done.
You know,
for comic books, I've seen a lot of. Yeah.
So somebody got a Alpha Edition Black Lotus graded at a grade 10. That means 10? Mint.
That's it, like impossible.
Right out of that's right out of the pack, kind of
like out of the packet with a
So get this
glove.
So they got it printed or graded at 10. Then they had the original artist sign the packet or like the container that like the card is printed or like kept in.
Oh, okay.
The graded, not the card itself, because it would deface the value of it.
That would deface the value?
Yes.
Of the creator signing it?
Remember the Spider-Man
for grading cards?
Yeah. Really?
Same concept.
Yeah, so like...
I think you'd want it on the card.
You'd think you'd want it on the comic.
Yeah. I just didn't want to pay the extra $30 to get it regraded. That's why I didn't open my comic.
That's why. So like you get it graded, and then you have then you have like permanent markers sign the like package that it's graded in.
Yeah.
So recently sold on eBay for $511,000 this week.
Crap!
Yeah.
Why?
With a $250 shipping.
Why?
It's because it's literally a piece of Magic history. Like it's the most prized and like hardest card to find.
$500,000.
$500,000.
They're Charizard, man.
I would rather pay $500,000 for like some ancient relic that
$511,100.
Holy crap!
The bid went for 10 days.
Wow.
For like, it fluctuated for a while.
Did it like go up and up and up and up, or was it just like some dude being like, "I want this"?
No, it actually fluctuated because I've been keeping an eye on this, and it went strangely enough to like from like 325,000. Somebody made a bid it for like 620 something thousand, but apparently that one like dropped because like they just got rid of that bid.
Okay.
So the final total though was $511,000 for a
do
tiny piece of cardboard this big.
Or
who sold it?
Yeah, or who bought it? Or I guess who sold it?
Probably not. It's like a lottery ticket. Keep that stuff.
It's some like Middle Eastern sheik or something. He's like,
Yeah, they don't say.
What if it's just like some? I'm not trying to be racist or whatever. What if it's just like some Arabic like billionaire over in like Dubai,
yeah.
And he just like puts it in. He like plays with it like his magic deck and plays with it against his friends. Like, yeah, I have a limited edition Black Lotus here. Place that. Oh, here's the signature.
No, apparently
at mid game.
Apparently, it sold from a private collector in Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. Okay.
Huh.
$500,000 for one card.
That's crazy.
That's a house.
Is there not that many of that card? Like, obviously, they only have a limited run.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, so that card got, like, so original printing, then they had beta edition, which is essentially the second printing.
Yeah.
And then it only ever got printed in one other set, like, a year later. So this hasn't been printed for, like...
And when it was... How many of those cards do you think there are in the world? Just speculate, like...
3,000.
Oh, that's a tough one, man.
3? Or...
No, there's more than that.
I had this conversation with a guy from Granite City Comics in St. Cloud. We were talking about comic book rarity, and I'm like, well, there's thousands of comic book of each edition out there, right? Like, so from Detective Comics 27 all the way up to Detective Comics 1000, whatever. There's thousands of issues out there of every one. And he's like, no. Some of them, there's probably 50 left on Earth. Like, out there, you know what I mean? Because some of them did not sell that much. They did not have that big of a printing run. And it's been 50 years. So there's some of these comic books are so rare that they're just impossible to find.
So I guess you can't just keep hoping for it better.
Right.
So,
well, that's what, like, when we went to GalaxyCon, I'm like, man, if I see this, I don't remember what book I was looking for at the time, but I'm like, if I see this, I need to buy it, because you get to a point as a collector of things that if you see it, like, it almost doesn't matter what the price is if you want it, because if you have the cash available, because you're never going to see that again. There's no way. It's not going to be on eBay. It's not going to be, like, you're never going to see it again if you find it. So you have to get it then, or else, well, it's never going to be next time.
So, according to MythicMarkets.com, when Wizards of the Coast released Magic the Gathering back in 1993, they printed only 1,100 Black Lotuses for their first edition, like, print.
Okay.
which is what this one's from.
And that's what they printed, and not what
not
is actually
what is in current circulation.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's none in like actual circulation. You can only get them through collectors.
Huh. Well, that's a cool story.
500
crazy.
grand.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like when Action Comics #1 or Detective Comics 27 goes up for bid, or you know, the price of it just always goes up and up and up, and just crazy amounts.
But I'm saying, like, I mean, I can't imagine spending $500,000 on a piece of cardboard this big.
Yeah,
I could if I was a rich person.
I guess. So that's all I got for news. Do you guys have anything else?
3 minor things.
Okay.
K2SO, remember him?
Yeah.
He won't be in season 1 of Andor.
Okay. Weird.
There is a new Harry Potter TV series.
Alan Tudyk, how do you say
Tudyk?
Tudyk is just not interested in coming back or something.
No, he is. He's just not going to be in the season 1.
Huh. Okay.
Harry Potter TV series is in early development.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that last week. Maybe not, but that's good.
I don't know. I have it down for 6 days ago. So.
Okay.
And then, not really pop culture, but do you remember the Sophia bot robots?
No.
Okay. You never watched YouTube.
What?
Never.
I remember vaguely for some reason, but like.
Okay, for I guess you guys, I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
This is what we're doing.
Like,
A Sophia bot is literally like the smartest piece of AI equipment on Earth.
Okay.
You can watch YouTube videos and stuff with it. She's made some very creepy statements saying like she wants to destroy the human race and stuff. All this weird stuff.
Okay.
And so basically they're just mass producing these Sophia bots.
Why?
So people can buy them.
I don't understand what like scientists think is going to happen with artificial intelligence. Like I don't know. There's so many movies where it goes bad. Like what? Why? They're never going to stop developing it. But I'm like, man, why? Why? I don't understand.
There is one AI that did come through.
What?
IG-11. He sacrificed himself for the Mandalorian and the crew.
Yeah, but
see,
I feel like a droid. He wasn't like a full-on AI.
AI robot, same thing.
See, there's so many like bad like examples of like
So
why it's a
saying
bad
C-3PO
idea.
is AI, and he knew like 7 million.
No, he's just a droid.
Bro,
He has a version of AI in him, but he's not completely autonomous. Like he has limitations to his programming. He can't read the Sith language unless he gets hacked. Like there's limitations in his programming where he's not a fully conscious.
Because someone programmed it like that.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
If you didn't program,
That'd be like
everything.
That'd be like saying like if R2 died, like there'd be no like.
R2 is different though because he's never had his memory wiped, so he's like become more self-aware because he's not like he doesn't have an infant mind. No,
I don't know about that.
I feel like R2 is a full-on AI. He just is a little limited. But
if you think R2 is and C-3PO is not, dude.
He's not because his memory gets wiped. He's a complete blank slate every time. He just goes back to his base programming. R2 has memories and a person. He's a personhood.
Does AI have personhood?
Yeah, that's not all AI, but anyways, you guys.
But I mean, like,
you're basing artificial intelligence based off of it having feelings.
Well, I mean, like your memory wipe is essentially like getting rid of all of those actual memories. So like, no matter what, like if your program gets redone, then
you still know everything.
You like your memories are kind of shot, but like your personality would also change, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So like. But he's still an AI, like...
Yeah, if my memory got wiped to when I was 16, I would not be the same person. If my memory got wiped to when I was 16, and then all of a sudden, like, I woke up, and I'm my 16-year-old brain, and I have a daughter, and a wife, and a house, and this job, how the heck how do you do this job? I don't know. Like, I'm not the same person. Like, I'm a person, because I'm a human, and I'm 16, but just, I don't know. It's just different, I think.
But like
we need to have like a philosophy conversation about this instead of on the news episode.
Reverse that like logic though.
Uh-huh.
So like if your 16-year-old body woke up with like your 32-year-old like memories, like you wouldn't be the same like 16-year-old kid. You'd be like more like potentially more compassionate and like more you know. So like you'd wake up and be like, oh, well, I know how to do all of these things instead of like the crap that I know how to do back then.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Like,
when a
it's the same
droid's
thing that
memory
happens
gets
for
wiped,
IG-11. Like,
when a droid's memory gets wiped, they become like a human baby. You know, not that they can do more because they have better programming, but a human baby, their programming is to breathe, sleep, eat, and poop. Like they can do very little things. Their memory, like they don't have any memory. Everything's just wiped.
So essentially, your core motor functions are downloaded, right?
Yes.
Except C-3PO just has a billion core functions, and not 7 that an infant child has.
Like
he has a bunch of dictionaries in his head. Like it's like if I gave an infant child dictionaries,
like, C-3PO,
and the ability to like turn pages.
You are the internet now.
I gave an infant child the ability to turn pages and had a billion dictionaries. Like that's it. Like it's just a little bit better than a baby. That's what I'm saying. Anyways,
but like that's what makes it so good though, because like his reprogramming makes him a medical robot.
So are you saying that if
a nanny bot?
What if you wipe the Sophia bots? It's not AI anymore. If you wipe it, because
well,
you can wipe any AI or droid.
It's not full AI right now because it's not. It doesn't have. It's not conscious, is what I'm saying.
That has nothing to do with what the words artificial intelligence mean.
No, I know, but I'm talking about fully conscious AI that like has a like a.
You're talking about fictional AI.
Right.
Okay,
but that's what we're going to. Like, that's what I'm saying.
This
like,
is real world stuff, not your
No. I know. But I'm saying, like, why are we, as a culture, trying to create a brain that is fully conscious? Because once that happens, like...
There's dozens of movies that, like, say that it's a bad idea.
Yeah. Like, as soon as Skynet wakes up, we're all gone, is what I'm saying.
I mean... I don't know. I don't entirely agree with that at the moment because, like, I feel like if you did like one robot per household, kind of like Bicentennial Man style, like between you three, like the three of us, if there was one robot in this house, we could take that one robot.
I don't know, man.
You're saying the gun in your room isn't going to do anything against an AI?
I'm not by my room right now.
Huh?
To metal?
I know. To metal?
That's hard. Thick, dense metal.
I know.
Yeah, good luck, man.
It's basically a Terminator, like Bicentennial Man.
I'll jump on that grenade, like theoretically, metaphorically. I'll jump on the robot. You grab the sword upstairs. You grab the gun.
Guns would do something, but you'd have to like just full force rip off the head.
It would have to be slugs. It couldn't be like buckshot. I'm just saying it would be hard. It would be very hard. And if every household,
I didn't say it wouldn't be hard. I'm saying like
if every household had it, we would be in Terminator land. Like I'm just saying, it just would be that. If every household had a robot, had a Sophia, and then all of a sudden Sophia came alive. We're literally talking about the plot of iRobot right now, the Will Smith movie.
Right.
Like that's exactly what we're talking about. And if all those robots came alive and there was a central brain that gave it programming, they could enslave all of humanity. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying, why are we playing with this? I mean, I understand why.
It was a similar concept for like a couple months ago or like a year ago when like scientists were like, oh yeah, we've found like ancient like dinosaur DNA, like we can potentially like there are 5 movies out there that say this is a terrible idea.
See, I would rather face a dinosaur than a bunch of robots coming after me. Because a dinosaur's flesh and blood, and a gun would hurt that. It would at least scare it. It would have instincts.
I get that, but I mean, like,
would be programmed to kill.
But once again, like, in any sci-fi movie, in any sci-fi movie, they always make like the worst things first.
Yeah,
because like they want to weaponize it.
That's the job of sci-fi is to like wake us up to the realities, and I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you have like the Sophia bot who's like making
dinosaur though.
No, making references to like wanting to destroy like people versus like Jurassic Park where they're like, oh no, let's make a freaking T-Rex or a Velociraptor.
Sorry, man, I'm on what is worse now, dinosaur or robot? Now that's the conversation.
Depends on how many dinosaurs and how many robots.
T-Rex or Terminator.
A T-Rex or a Terminator? That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Which Terminator? Original Terminator? Just
the T-1000.
Simple. Yeah. I think I'd rather take a T-Rex because it has instincts. It's not just a relentless killing machine. Okay. Like you go up to like we used to fight off bears going to high school. Like you snap some sticks at it and it runs away because it's scared. Like a T-Rex will have instincts that will like just stop it from going into a frenzy. Like. If I had to carry around a T-Rex baby with me the whole time, I'd probably take the Terminator because the T-Rex would be just coming at me. But
I think the T-Rex is going to see you and see food, and it's going to stop at nothing.
There's plenty of other food. There's plenty of other food.
I think...
Yeah, but the brain is the size of a peanut. You think their attention span is that far?
But I think if you could find a good hiding spot, the T-Rex would eventually go away. Because there's going to be a point where it's going to realize it's not going to work.
In this setting here, you're out in the middle of the forest with no weapons. Nothing.
No weapons. So like this is like Predator style.
Yeah.
Okay, Predator style,
which is in
T-Rex.
Fortnite, which is cool.
Jesus.
Anyways,
Predator style with a T-Rex and a T-1000, or a T-1000. I'm saying which one?
Okay, yeah. So you remember from Jurassic World? You remember the have you seen the first Jurassic World when the Indominus Rex or whatever?
Yeah.
That cage. You're in that cage. with a T-Rex and a T1 robot. A T1 robot.
Does the T-1000 have a gun?
It has everything yes.
It has a gun? I'll take the T-Rex.
Well, the Terminator has a gun pop out of its hand, dude.
No, it doesn't. It carries weapons. The original Terminator was just a metallic machine that carried weapons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because
the
T-1000's the one from T2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd still take the T-Rex. I don't know. The T-1000's just... I'm thinking about it. That's why I'm stuttering. But what would you do? What would you do?
Though.
We're just playing what if here. Well, what would you do? What would you do?
Honestly, I'm thinking about what's going to be a quicker death. So I'm thinking... You're not going to survive!
I'm all thinking, like, what's the best way to survive? You're thinking,
which one am I going to survive?
Yes. I don't want no suffering. I want to just die. T-Rex chops me in half.
In that case, I guess I would take the T-1000. But I'm thinking, like, how to survive.
No.
Yeah, I was also thinking, how am I going to survive in that little encampment?
Yeah. What would you take, Sherman? Would you take the easy way out and
just die? Run towards the T-Rex and just hop in the mouth. Land of the Lost style. Will Ferrell.
Oh my god.
What's his face?
I guess it's
your
tough.
Own damn vault.
I guess it's tough because in the way the T-1000 is normally, it does look like a person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if the T-Rex would associate it with food. So I would, me personally, the first thing that popped in my head was interpose myself. Or the T-Rex between me and the T-1000.
We're not saying both of them are in there. I'm saying you
I have to choose one.
You're in a cage, and there's a menu that pops up, and choose your way to survive.
Choose your
way to die.
Choose one of them. Yeah.
Choose your
personal options.
Choose your personal boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the T-Rex.
Okay. No. Okay. So yeah, then the T1 100 or whatever. T1000 does not have any weapons. Has to kill you with his bare hands.
Well, the tough part about
he's a Terminator though, so he could just be like, and your parts.
Well, not just that, but the T-1000's metallic because you do see him do those giant freaking blades. So with his speed and the fact that he's harder to notice.
He's gonna
he would sneak up on you
and then just pick you up.
He would
just shake you.
Yeah, right. He would sneak up on you way easier than a T-Rex would.
Yeah.
So I would rather take the T-Rex because at least you'd know where that sucker's coming.
I just feel like it's an animal aware and you'd be able to do something. How big is that cage again in there?
Well, I mean, it's obviously big enough for the Indominus.
Yeah, so
it's at least 100 feet tall or more.
Yeah,
it's big enough to where the Indominus can't jump out of it.
Yeah,
right.
And it can move around freely.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to consider that the Indominus
I'd rather take an animal over a
heartless
T-Rex killing machine.
Also, knowing the fact that the T-Rex's vision is based on movement,
yeah,
I would not move a muscle.
Yeah.
I would crap my pants right there and not move.
How long do we have? Do you think this is another question? Do you think you'd be if
you have to kill it?
No eating. Do you think the T-Rex would die first or you die first? Probably me.
Yeah, it's got way more body fat to
Yeah, well, and it's a reptile too, so it would probably just cuddle up in the sun and be like,
I'm fine.
That's
for 3 months.
No, that would actually be perfect because you'd wait till it's sleeping and then try to kill it.
Oh, yeah. Every time it's sleeping, you're just sitting there sharpening a stick.
Sure, you've got 18 of them stashed behind you.
I don't know what I'm going to do with all these.
You're not watching where you're moving.
One each eye.
It's literally hand here, knife here.
But you can only stab one a day because after you stab it once, you got to run and hide again. So you stab it once in the eye, and then you wait till it falls asleep again, and you just keep stabbing.
You would have. Oh man, yeah, you'd have to find
if you got rid of the eyes, it'd probably be pretty easy. I'm saying T-Rex is the most survivable one. T-1000 with just woods around you, like,
and it doesn't sleep.
As soon as it sees you, it just sprints at you. It comes and kills you.
Plus, it's a machine, so it doesn't have to sleep.
Yeah, 24/7, just constantly chasing you.
You would die.
Yeah.
First hour.
Oh no, first minute.
Yeah. Well,
that encampment is not very big.
I think you could probably squeeze like 2 or 3 minutes out of
so
it.
We're all agreed. We'd rather take the T-Rex. We'd rather take the T-Rex.
I don't remember.
If it has thermal imaging, it'll totally see through anything in that forest.
It is thermal imaging.
Oh, is it?
You'll die in 30 seconds.
Yeah, you're done.
Wait, actually,
I can't remember if the T-1000
definitive about that, but it shows it from his point of view, and I don't remember there being thermal imaging, but I remember the like red thing with the computer
with like
readout.
White, right?
Yeah, it's just red. I don't think it was thermal, but it might be. I don't know. All right.
Anyways, so that's been news. I forgot what episode we were on.
We should talk more about this type of stuff, like theoretical, like what's stronger, adamantium or what was the other? Beskar? Like which one? You know, I love that type of stuff. So if you have any questions you'd like us to talk about, please comment below. If you enjoyed this, 'cause I definitely did. I like talking about this stuff.
And that's been our news episode about what's popping in pop culture, I guess.
Yep.
Check us out: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, or Apple Music.
Yep.
Right.
Apple Podcasts.
Is it?
Yep.
I don't use Apple products, so Spotify, YouTube, obviously. Thanks for watching.
Bye.